Okay, we've won the die roll for round number 1. Certainly keeping this hand. Probably going to lead off with the Bondkin. My plan is turn 2 Bondkin, turn 3 Outlast, then turn 4 play double Blinding Mage. Huh. Aether Vial, huh? Don't think that's a very good limited card, but on turn 1, you know, it can do some stuff. Have to be a little bit careful of that. No plays. Limited is not really a format where you can afford to not do anything, or not hit your land drops, even if you have a card like Aether Vial. But I guess Aether Vial is the one of the few cards that can actually get you out of some mana screw. So I'll give him that much. Secret the Way, that's a really good card. Gonna look to kill that here. Yeah, I think it's still better to try to kill it and then just play one of my Blinding Mages. He could save it with a combat trick, but at least it gets it out of his hand. Oh god. Oh no, that doesn't have rebound. Never mind. That's still really good though. He gets a 2-for-1 out of the deal. And I guess we can hold back First Striker if we want to. His guy also has First Strike, so it doesn't make much sense to attack here. Don't really want to make that trade. He did nothing. It's a little bit suspicious. Probably just going to play out my Persecutor and pass the turn here. We can start using our Blinding Mage. What is he vialing in here? Stalwart Aven's fine. Pass the turn. I guess I should have sent in with the Bondkin, but with all of his open mana, I'll just be a little bit cautious. Sure. Let's go ahead and tap this biggest guy. Doomblade, that's not a bad card. Let's go ahead and chip in with our 2 big guys. And probably just play a Blinding Mage. He's going to vial something in, which I might just tap or do whatever with here. When it blocks, gets +0/+2. Let's just tap it for now. I want to save this Doomblade for something potentially more problematic down the line. And I'll play Blinding Mage and hold up Doomblade, I think. Maybe I should play Ancestor first. I don't care about anything that he has on the board currently. Both these cards you kind of want to have out earlier. The Blinding Mage is much more taxing, but I guess it's nice to be able to hold up Doomblade, and next turn we'll have the double tap available. Only 2 cards in hand. Let's see if he has something like Fireball, which would be the combo with the Marauder. But it's just a playable card even if you don't have the X spells. He keeps taking up the Vial also, which is interesting. I'm going to take some damage here. No blocks. Not going to use my Doomblade right now. We also just have lethal here if we want to attack with everybody, which I kind of do. If he vials something in, I'll just Doomblade it. Although I guess we do have the Persecutor that's going to keep him alive. So let's actually not do something too hasty here. Let's just send in for that much. Play the Ancestor. tap some stuff. Still ticking up his Aether Vial, so he must have something pretty expensive in his hand. Swamphaw. Okay. Alright, let's tap the Even and the Rotfiend Marauder. Just gonna send for 2. Alright, Doomblade unfortunately can't answer the Persecutor, so why don't we just... This 1 damage, okay. Let's send in with just Persecutor. I guess we can send with Bonkin also. No, there's not much point. Just put him into the negatives. And then... do we Outlast? Probably. Pass the turn. He's gonna vial in a 6-drop. See what you got. Firemane Angel. Flying, first strike. Beginning of your upkeep, gain a life. Okay, so I don't have to do anything to that right now. It's just going to gain him a life every turn. Killing it doesn't do much because he can get it back, although I guess it costs him a lot of mana. Let's auto-yield to this, auto-yield to that. I guess it gains him life whether it's in play or in the graveyard. So let's go ahead and tap 2 of his bigger flyers. Dealt 2 target. Okay, so I can block the Marauder without too much fear here, and just prevent 1 of the damage. Could also use Doomblade if I want to. I don't really want to though. I want to keep saving it. Prevent 2 the Ancestor. So I'll take a bit of damage. That's fine. Draw. Restoration Angel. What does that do for me? Not much right now. But let's pass the turn. Still don't have a good way to get rid of my own Persecutor, but I'll find one eventually. He's done taking up the vial, it would seem. Gains a bit of life back. I guess I should be tapping his Rotfiend Marauder, but I guess any X-Spell, like if he has a Fireball, it's going to be lethal either way. But we'll tap this. Tap one of his flyers. He doesn't really have any attacks. No, I guess he does. That's interesting. Block with my first striker. What do you got for me? Guess I should have blocked with my Persecutor. He's just letting damage happen. Not sure what that was about. Okay. Draw. Not much point in playing the Resto Angel out right now. Reef Soul also can't kill this. So, do I use it or not? Probably. Just get rid of something annoying, I guess. I don't really care about any of his creatures, though. Guess I'll keep holding it. Let's see, what am I... I can go tap, tap, block. I have Doomblade available at any point. Yeah, I'll just pass. Lightning Helix my face, that's not good. Could get burned out by something here. He also goes back up to 1. But I'm not that concerned about that, because I can get him dead whenever I need to, essentially. So tap his flyers. Tap. I can block the Marauder. Yeah, let's block Aven. Guess I should have prevented one of the damage from the Lightning Helix. Let's just go ahead and play this Restoration Angel. Doesn't really matter what I flicker. Let's just see how this works. Well, I guess we won't get to see because... Anyway, draw. There we go. Alright, so now we just need to attack. Guess I'll attack with both my flyers. Play the Bubbling Cauldron, then sacrifice away the Abyssal Persecutor. There we go. I knew we'd get there eventually. So, he's like red-white aggro, which is not a big problem. I don't think I saw what the black was for. He was also ticking up his Aether Vial pretty aggressively to 7, so he probably has some big 7-drop we'll have to worry about. What did I see that's duressable? We saw Lightning Helix. We saw Vial, but that's not going to be able to be hit by duress when we're on the draw. Don't think I need to do a whole lot here. Probably just stand pat. Maybe the Moonglove Extract. But we have enough ways to deal with 2 toughness stuff. We didn't see anything that's a must kill. Like the Seeker of the Way is annoying, but I think I can deal with it okay without having to play some super inefficient card like this. Alright, this hand's fine, I guess. Topen Freeblade, that is a good card. We can chump block it for a little bit at least. So we got that going for us. So I guess, depends on what we draw, but I might need to just play this Drake as a 1-2 and try to double block that Freeblade next turn, which is not really what I want to be doing. Pillar, wait, what? Why? Why? Didn't he know that that would have prevented me from getting a guy? But, I mean, alright. Okay, multiple Pillar of Flames, that's good to know about. I mean, he gets to flip his Freeblade, but that's like not a big problem, honestly. Eventually we'll find a way to overcome that. Freeblade is not as good as it was in its original format. Alright, let's play the Drake. I'm just going to play it as a 1-2 flyer, unfortunately. Which will at least hold off the Doom Traveler and its ilk. I don't love the prospect of using my Iona's Judgment on a Topen Freeblade. Certainly blocking here. He wants to use a trick, I don't really care. That was going to come out one way or another. We're not drawing particularly well, by which I mean not at all. I really don't want to do this, but I kind of have to. Just because we have nothing going on right now. Feels pretty bad, man. Yep, you draw something to play immediately. Okay. Play that and crack it immediately. Okay, that's a card. Let's do that main phase so he doesn't get to expel me. So now we just need to draw like Shield Red or something. It's fine. 2-power flyer. Something big. Not so much. Still need to draw something pretty big here, like a Persecutor or a Shield Red. Land is not either of those things. There's not a whole lot we could have done differently this game. Just never drew relevant creature. He is kind of curving out. It's not even that he curved out, he just like is drawing more spells than me. Anything. Anything at all. That is not anything whatsoever. Okay. Man, one turn away from Shield Red too. That would have been nice. Alright, fine. Still haven't seen anything that makes me need to do anything super drastic here. Although I guess Pillar of Flame is good to know about. Does that change any of my card choices? All my big stuff survives it. It's really good against the Dune Travelers. Not much you can do about that. Also good against the Blinding Mages. It's good against my whole deck, essentially. I'm not really going to sideboard aggressively around it. So I think we're just good. Maybe the Duress. But I didn't really see much again. I guess we can snipe a file on the play now. What's not good? Did I have anything that I was not happy with? I like all my removal still. I don't want to cut any of my creatures. Butcher's Glee's still good. Judgment's still good. Alright, still don't need Duress. He just had some smallish burn that I can play around pretty efficiently, I think. This hand looks really good. We've got the Bubbling Cauldron Angelica Chord combo, and our piece of removal, and ramp. So I just want to draw land into Festering Newt. He has turn 1 Vial, pretty good. Let's play Mind Stone. Filing in a 1-drop. Looks like a Doom Traveler, if I had to guess. Oh. Okay. Alright, cool. We drew a land. So I'm going to play the Angelica Chord. I think. Yeah, I'm going to use my mana efficiently here. I could play the Bubbling Cauldron and hold up Doomblade, but this way, if I'm able to draw like a 1-drop, I can use the Bubbling Cauldron right away and get like crazy value. Play 3-drop, Falconer, it's a good card. Take 1. Land. So I'm 1 mana short of playing the Cauldron, playing the Drake, and sacrificing it right away. I might just play the Cauldron and pass, and use my Doomblade. Because I really don't want to play my Drake and then have it removed, so I can never... I run the risk of not being able to use the Angelica Chord. So let's just play the Cauldron. Pass the turn. See if he files in a 2-drop. He does. It's a pretty good card. Still probably going to kill the Falconer though. That card is really annoying if you've never played against it before. It gives like multiple of your creatures flying. So even though we take 1 extra damage, it's fine. So I'll wait till damage, see if he wants to cast any spells. Let's kill off the Falconer. 4. See if he wants to cycle his +1/+0 trick. Should deal me an extra 2 damage. Lightning Helix me, that's fine too. So we're going to be gaining life from the Bubbling Cauldron every turn, so I don't really care about my life total that much. Let's draw. Still haven't drawn a great creature to play, but that's fine. Let's just play the Drake. Probably just going to crack my Mind Stone end of turn here as well. Use Unleash, sure. Beginning of each end step. Again, well, I guess I want to do it now anyway. Sacrifice the Rakdos Drake, gain 4 life. Then end of turn we get an Angel. Combo online. Now we just need to draw a steady stream of creatures. Presumably cards that give us some value for sacrificing them, like the Festering Newts and the Doom Travelers. And then we can just take over the game with Angels. Doesn't look like he can attack into this board. Sweet. Let's crack Mind Stone. Mynak Bondkin. Alright, well, certainly sacrificing that to the Bubbling Cauldron. Guess we might as well send for 4 first. Guess he can vial in that flyer if he has it, but that would just bounce, so it's not the end of the world. And this is our life now. This is what we're planning to do until something major changes, or until we stop drawing creatures, of course. Still picking up his vial, but only 1 card in hand. 2 now. That card's fine. It does hold off my Angels on defense. Everyone's coming in. I'm not sure what this is about. Is this just a tilt attack? Draw. Blinding Mage is probably more worthwhile to me as an Angel. Don't really want to use the Iona's Judgment right now. Let's just chip in. I could get an extra point of damage in here, or extra 4 point of damage, but yeah, you can have your guy bounce off if you want. I'll just play the Mage, sacrifice it, get another Angel. This is the combo, man. This was my jam back in M14, I believe was the format. Yeah, I think so. M13, no, I think it was M14. Still taking up the Angel, so we'll need to be wary of Firemane Angel now. Even that probably won't be good enough. I'll just take 4. My life total's not really in any jeopardy. Draw for turn. Send in with our Angels. I'm still going to hold on to the Iona's Judgment just to be completely safe. Yeah, it looks like this is a Firemane Angel. So he's going to get to eat one of my guys, but I get to sacrifice the one that he blocks, and then post-combat Iona's Judgment the Firemane Angel. So that is no longer an option available to him. Sacrifice this one because it has first strike, so Sustainer is still going to be able to hold off one of my Angels a turn, but that is acceptable. Let's go ahead and get rid of that Angel. This game's not over, but we still have quite a bit of time on our hands here. He is out of resources. Yep, still out of resources. He can keep sending him with his Marauder. I'm just going to keep taking the damage, because I'm still just gaining 4 a turn. It doesn't do anything to me. Ooh. Hello. That might lock up the game. So I can just give one of my creatures lifelink, and that by itself will turn on the Angelic Accord. Combo. Target creature gains lifelink. This game looks over. Man, I didn't realize how much internal synergy our deck had. But we're just kind of crushing it right now with all of our janky commons and uncommons. I love this card, man. You have no idea. Yep. Alright, that was pretty sweet. I'm glad that happened. Alright, let's try to get another couple wins under our belt here.